Back with another reaction. I've only watched a few minutes of this video. It's just one of those things where I don't understand why these women run to the internet telling their stories when a lot of this stuff, especially when it comes to parenting, should be kept in-house. But here we go, man. Let's see if we can figure this one out.
You need to call your Uber. From here on out, call your Uber before you can get to work. Y'all help me with this shit right here. Y'all, somebody please riddle me this. Let me make this long story short. And y'all please tell me who right and who mother wrong. If I'm wrong, I stand down. Now I'm gonna give you a little bit of the story.
Bro, I work for
Brandon has a job. Brandon has a job. Let's go back. 3 days ago, I asked Brandon to cut my grass. This has been going on. This has been an ongoing thing for a long ass time. For a long ass time. You shouldn't have to ask a grown ass child to cut grass. You shouldn't have to ask a grown ass child to take the garbage out. You should ask a grown ass child to clean that fucking room. You should have to ask a grown ass child to do nothing. But hold on, y'all. Hold on. I'm gonna bring this shit to social media because he be right by everything.
I'm not gonna lie, I already think you're wrong. For you getting on the internet screaming and crying about some bullshit that should be handled inside of your own house. But the first thing I always think when I see videos like this, I see a woman who already know without even watching is a single mom and the dad not around. I have one question, where's his father at? Because I don't know how old this kid is. She's probably gonna say it here in a second. When I see these videos of mothers complaining and crying about their out of control teenagers, especially the boys, I always think, where's their dad at? Unless their father is deceased, where's their father at? And why isn't their father handling this discipline? And y'all don't even have to be together. I'm just saying, where's his father at? And why is he not handling whatever this issue is with his son?
He's why he be right by everything. So I want to hear from y'all. I want y'all to tell me so I can tell him. Because I don't know where he gets information from. Brandon is 20 years old.
He's 20,
he lives in my house. I do everything. I pay everything. He has a petty ass job at Walmart. He works. He has a petty ass job at Walmart.
This is my mother. Hear about how she's talking about me, y'all. This is the same person y'all want to get an opinion from.
Yes, I want an opinion.
Child. Look at how she's talking about her child. He has a petty ass job. He trying to make some money. He don't want to cut my yard. I'm gonna kick him out because I pay for everything. I'm his mother. God forbid I'm doing my job as a mother. Now, but because he don't want to cut my yard, I'm kicking him out.
Yeah, and don't get it mistaken. He should be doing whatever it is his mother asked him to do if you living in her house, her rules. With that said, you talking about he has a petty ass job, he's 20. Was he supposed to be a CEO of a tech firm?
Hey, y'all got so this is your whatever, I don't know. Whatever, bro.
This has been an ongoing thing. This has been an ongoing thing.
I know how to clean up after myself, so when her house is dirty, if there's something messed up that
you gonna let me talk? Let me say my side and then you say your side. I'm gonna come to social media with it because I am tired of taking care of grown ass kids. No, I'm trying to take care of my kids by myself. It ain't no money issue, nigga. It's never been a money issue. It's a respect thing. Let me go back.
It's a
Let
money
me go
issue.
back. Let me go back.
I can't. I want to.
Brandon is 20 years old, finna be 21. He live in my home. He's been living with me ever since he's been a child. I have been the only provider for him since he's been a child. I've been the only sole provider. I have been the only sole provider.
Where's his dad?
This is what this stemmed from. 3 days ago, I asked this nigga to cut my grass. Remind y'all, it's 24 hours in a day. I work 16. I probably sleep 4. I still come home and cook food. I still come home and clean up. 3 days ago, I asked this nigga to cut my grass. Remind y'all, this has been an ongoing thing for years. Years.
I'm sorry to keep stopping it, but we got to break this down, and I promise I'll let it ride after this. 2 things. I don't like watching videos in which women are talking about their child or referring to their child or children like they random dudes on the street. She's referring to her child as this nigga right here. Y'all can call me crazy or sensitive or whatever, but my mother didn't talk to me like this. And I didn't come up with a 2-parent household either. My father was always in my life. They weren't married and didn't live together. But my mother never referred to me as this nigga over here. So when I see women talking to their children like this, that's already a problem right there. But the other point that I want to say, she's been dealing with this issue with her son for years and years and years. That's a parenting issue. Your son is 20. So for years and years and years ago, he was a minor. If you've been struggling with your child's behavior ever since they was a kid, that's a parenting problem. You didn't fix that shit when he was younger.
I asked him 3 days ago to cut my grass. Y'all know what his excuse is? Oh, I worked yesterday. I worked the day before that. I worked the day before that. So I ain't had the time. Remind y'all, his shifts ain't more than 8 hours. They probably 5, 6, or 7. They're not even 8.
My past 3, those
so you mean to tell
all 8-hour shifts?
It don't matter. Okay, he had 3 days with 8-hour shifts. I worked 16 hours every day. I'm finna pull around here to my yard for y'all can see. I came home the other day, cut my grass in the front. Came home this morning from my shift, cut the other half. Shut the hell up. This is what I'm talking about. Respect. You're disrespectful. You're disrespectful because your mother is speaking. Your mother is speaking and you're still talking. I said I'm going to say my piece and then you're going to say your piece. And then I want the people to tell us who right and who wrong. Shut up. Shut up. Yeah, we do. We go on to social media with it. Because obviously, whoever you talking to over here in Polk County, they done gave you the wrong information about how to treat your parent. Because I'm the only one that take care of you. So I'm going to say this again. Let's be adults. Let me say my piece, and then you say your piece, and then we're going to see who right and who wrong. This is about somebody cutting grass. You don't pay nothing in my house. You don't pay nothing in my house. I pay everything. And then you want to say it's about money. It's not about money. It's about listening to what your parents say and respect what they say and go do it. That's it. He's a working man. Or whoever Jeremy Levant is, you can get the fuck off my line. I said, this is my son. I am his mother. I've been taking care of this nigga all his life.
Which is your goddamn job.
He don't give me nothing. He a working man. He barely work. He's a part-time worker. He's not even a full-time. His title.
First job, by the way.
It doesn't matter. Yes, it's his first job. It's his first job.
High school playing sports, and I wasn't doing jobs. This is my first job. God forbid I'm trying to make some money, and you want to kick me out because I don't want to cut no. It's not even I don't want to do it. I just was tired, so I didn't feel like
3 days. 3 days.
Yes, 3 days.
3 days. Y'all can always hire a lawn man. Why the fuck would I hire a lawn man when I got lawnmowers in my yard, nigga? You sound dumb as hell, nigga. Get off my line. That's what you do. Jeremy Levant, get the fuck off my line, nigga.
And you can see, look how she's talking. You can see her immaturity right here. But I do agree with her. That's one thing I do agree with. I don't agree that she should be having to pay a lawn service if she's got a capable teenage to young man living in her house. I do actually agree with her.
I said, this is my son.
Not how she talks.
Cut my grass. And if I tell you to cut my grass, that's what it is. That's just what it is.
When I don't do it, that's when this happens, bro. Like, I'm the only person that's capable of cleaning, but when they clean it, they want a chip token and a reward when they clean up. But when I do it, it's just because what I'm supposed to do.
This easy. He could have just cut the grass. You shouldn't be cutting no grass when you're bringing everything to the table. No words should be exchanged. Exactly. That's something. Y'all come on, let them know. Somebody else say something.
Again, I had no problem with cleaning.
3 days. 3 days. Remind y'all, I have a little small dog that has to use the restroom. He can't go out there in the grass. It don't even matter. It don't even matter. The moral of the story is, I asked you to do something, and you do not do it. And every time I ask you to do something, this is what me and him do. We got to get into an argument. It got to be this, that, and the third. It ain't about the grass. It's about what your mama said, and you didn't do it.
Said, man, fuck that job. Go clean my grass or go cut my yard, bro. You hear yourself? But you in that petty ass job. Go clean my yard.
Hey, listen, y'all. How he get to work? Ask him how he get to work. Ask him how he get to work. I take this nigga to work every day. I stop what I'm doing, stop my job, because I can leave my job when I want to. I can come and go when I want to. So I stop what I'm doing, like I did this morning. I went and did some shifts this morning. Now I'm here to pick him up.
Y'all want me to do not work? Y'all want me to spawn in with a job that make $40 an hour? Y'all want me to spawn in with that, or y'all want me to make my money? How y'all want me to do it? Please elaborate. Because it's either money or not. So it's either I go to work or I don't.
But you going,
so
and then
like, how y'all want to do
you going to work to get money for yourself. You don't contribute. You don't give me. It ain't like you working to pay my bills. I told you to go to work and save your money so you can go get your own shit. So I give you a ride. I take you to work. That's free. I don't. You grown though.
You can't have it both ways. You can't say, I want you to get a job, save your money, stack your bread. You ain't got to worry about bills here, so you can go and get your own place. That's noble as a parent. I'll give you that. You can't say that, but then also at the same time complain about him not kicking in because you said that several moments, while also saying it's not about the money, it's about the respect. And I can kind of understand where you come from. I've been through this situation myself as a youngin' with my mother, and money definitely plays a toll on it. But here's the thing. He's 20. Kick him out. Kick him out. If he's really getting on your nerves that bad, kick him out. And I don't say that lightly. I hate seeing that. It's not even just as black people. As Americans, we have this thing about putting our kids out, I think, a bit too prematurely. We have this culture once you turn 18, especially if you're not going to college or you're not working full time, people are quick to toss their kids out. I'm not saying all the time, but sometimes it's needed. Sink or swim, my man. Just all this drama on this video is not.
He grown, so why you don't have to take him to work? He feel like I'm obligated to take him to work. I don't have to take him to work, bro. That's why I just turned around, because I don't have to take you to work. It's not my job. They didn't even say it's my job to take him to work. How? He's 20, finna be 21. How is that my job to take you to work?
What you want me to do? I have nothing. I came here with nothing, so what you want me to do? Making that face? I don't got no money, so what you want? What you want me to do? What you want me to do? Spawn in with some money? Spawn in with some money. That's what you making it sound like, because you talking about a petty job making money. And you talking about I ain't doing it for you? Okay, all right. It really ain't no conversation.
Brandon, I asked you to go buy a car the other day. You couldn't even go buy no car. How long you been working? How long you been working? So obviously you ain't saved your money, because you can't even go buy no car. So what you working for? I'm doing all this like I'm dumb, like I'm a duck. So I'm a duck mama?
Yes, because I'm gonna work and just spare all my cheese. That's what I'm gonna do.
That's what you did, because why you ain't gonna get no car?
You made all your,
why you gonna get no car?
You made all the responsible choices when you
listen, y'all.
When you first started working, when you was making your money, you spent all your money on the right thing. No, I know you did. So I ain't trying to hear that about saving. I'm saving my cheese. Most of it is.
And then he say I'm wrong for trying to put him out. Tell this man that he grown. He don't have to stay in my house.
No, I agree. And now, if he's not handling his business, if you guys agreed upon it after X amount of time, he was supposed to save X amount of money to get his car or something like that, then he didn't do it, then that's on him. He didn't handle his responsibility, so he gotta go. I just don't see the point of this video is what I'm saying. No crying on the internet. Well, I know why. Because women like to be a victim. And then I also think she's a bit of a fool, because she's going to the social media to figure out how she should parent her child, while also looking at the comments and seeing if people agree with her or not. Both of you and your 20-year-old son have about the same level of immaturity. I expect him to be mature and inexperienced, not giving him a pass if he's not handling responsibility at home. I already said, you can kick his ass out. He grown enough, he's either sink or swim, and he'll figure it out or he won't. But the way you chose to handle this is no better.
I don't have to take care of him no more. I don't have to do none of that. I do this shit because out of love, bro. Out of love. This is why I do what I do. Nothing to do with that.
Again, so
I let this nigga work and keep his money, bro, and you still ain't got nothing to show for it. I still take you to work. And the only thing I ask, it ain't about money, it's about respect. I die about my respect. I die about my respect.
I don't know.
It ain't even about that.
I don't got the money. So if you want to kick me out, go ahead, bro.
Okay, well, if you don't want to get kicked out, Brandon, if you don't want to get kicked out, then I think you should respect the one person that got your back, and that's your mama. So why you don't respect me if you can't get put out? Then why you don't respect me?
I don't get no respect.
If I say cut the grass, you should run out the door and cut the grass.
I was tired, bro. I was working.
You was tired. That nigga ain't tired, bro.
God forbid,
this nigga's 20 years old. He still play games. He's still a gamer. He still like to play games. You just bought a game last night, but you ain't got no money. He just bought a game last night, but you don't got no money. Come on. It don't matter. That's $30 that you could have had saved on you a car. No $30 could have went towards you a car. This generation is fucked up. Listen, I have covered my son for years, and y'all know that. I try to turn Brandon into be what I'm.
That's your son. That's what you're supposed to do. You don't get credit for that.
What I'm not. That's what I try to be. I try to teach him.
What do you try to teach me?
Good question.
The opposite of what I was, and that was in the streets. That's why your ass wasn't in the streets. That's why you went in the streets. Nigga, you're 20 years old, ain't never been to jail, don't talk no guns, don't hang out, you don't do none of that. So I did a damn good job when it comes to that. I pat myself on the back when it comes to that.
Should you?
None of that shit, you don't do none of it. So kudos to Constance on that. But now, baby, you grown.
I wasn't in the streets either. You know why? Because my parents weren't in the street. You don't get props for that. You're raising your kid. I'll acknowledge that. But you don't get props for that.
And I'm your mother. You're going to respect me. Till the day you die. Up until the day I die. You're going to respect me. And if you can't do that, bro, you can get out my face.
Tell me to leave.
You can get out my face right now. And I wish you nothing but the best. And I pray for you, bro. But you can get out my face. And that's on everything I love. I've been up a backwards, nigga, for all three of y'all. And when I ask you to do something, I don't give a damn how tired you is, nigga. Go do it. go do it. Because at the end of the day, my mama break her back for me. She all I got. And that's the whole thing that you're missing. The respect. It ain't about the dollar. It ain't about the money. It ain't about none of that. It's about my mama said this, and that's what I'm going to do. My mama said this. That's what I'm going to do.
Wow.
I be tired as hell. I be tired as hell every day. But I still come home, cook, clean, everything. I'm gone 16 hours every day. And you know that. Respect me, bro. That's all I ask for. If I tell you to do something, Brandon, don't take 3 days to go do it.
Try to respect you, then you get disrespectful and you
He don't take 3 days to cut my grass, bro. He don't take 3 days. And I'm so sorry I had to come on here. But I almost passed out a minute ago. See, murder almost resurfaced. And this nigga don't even know.
Did you say see murder?
I'm not obligated to take you to work.
Okay,
I'm not obligated to take care of you.
What do you want me to do? You can take me to my dad, or you can call it quits.
Take you to your dad.
Take me to my dad.
Y'all heard that? Anybody see here, Carol? Tell him Brandon looking for him.
And I didn't even catch this when I was watching the reaction. He says, I thought he said, take me to my bag, like my job, but it sounds like he said, take me to my dad's. And she says, anybody seen Carol, which I'm guessing is his father's name, which tells you exactly what I was saying in the beginning of the video without even watching it. She had a baby with a dude that's not there. And the question is, why isn't he there?
Brandon, somebody said they're gonna pay you a visit because you disrespected and they don't fuck with that. And who this is? I don't even know who this is.
I'm disrespectful. Anybody that says I'm disrespectful doesn't know me.
You is disrespectful because you're talking back. You talking back.
No, man.
You talking back. That's disrespect because you talking back to your mother, bro. That's what you don't get. You got excuses for everything. You want to talk? You got an excuse for everything, bro. This isn't because I asked this man to cut my grass 3 days ago.
Have you seen my schedule? It was all 8
3 days ago.
Okay. And I said I would have cut it within the same week. You would have been all right.
I take care of this man, hand and foot. Grown at, he's 20, y'all. Finna be 21. Yes, Brandon. This the Brandon that y'all ain't seen, been missing.
I don't even know none of them.
Yeah, they know you though. They know you. Trust me, they know you.
He like, I don't even know these people. And she keeps saying, oh, they know you because she be online airing out your business like you her man and shit. Oversharing on the internet.
It's cool though. I'm gonna pray for you. Because a disrespected child deal so short in their days, and I tell you that all the time. I tell you that all the time. All you doing is shortening your days. That's it. And then you want me to feel sorry for you talking about where you gonna go? Where can you go? I don't know where you going, but the way you talking to me, obviously you don't want to stay in my house. Not the way you talking to me. Take the trash out.
I do that. I clean. I do it. When I don't do it, that's when the issue comes.
This is what I deal with, y'all. Like I don't have no problems. The only problems I guess God just want to punish me with is my kids. That's it.
Yeah, 'cause we asked to be here.
No, I ain't asked to be here either. I ain't asked to be here. I've been taking care of myself by myself for a long time. Before I was even grown enough to be grown, nigga, I was taking care of myself.
Nobody care, man.
I ain't asked to be here, but that ain't no excuse, nigga. You better get it. You better get it how you live. You better get it how you live, homeboy.
I will. If I had to, I will.
That's a bullshit ass excuse. That's a bullshit ass. I ain't asked to be here. I ain't asked to be here either. But I'm here.
But your son didn't ask to be here. You gave birth to him. He didn't have a choice in the matter. Now the only choice that you have is whether you're going to put him out or not. If your mama asks you to do something, take out the trash, bro, take out the trash. It don't matter if you work 8 hours at Walmart, bro. Trust me. You're not going to die from exhaustion if it takes you another 30 minutes to cut the grass and you get out of work. But the way his mama's acting is beyond absurd. I can't co-sign this shit. And then she's doing another thing as well. That, oh, you're being disrespectful to me as a parent. He don't think he's being disrespectful. He's just giving his opinion on the subject. Now, if he was cussing you out, wild and slapping you, obviously totally different thing. He's just not agreeing with you, so that's what you call being disrespectful. No, he just doesn't agree with you. And I'm not saying he's right. That whole blindly, you're supposed to blindly love and agree with your parents. She even tried to pull out the Bible a second ago after she been cussing like a sailor about your days are short as stop.
And I'm gonna make the best of it. But it's cool, y'all. He ain't let me talk, so I ain't even really get a chance to even get a whole story because this is what he do. When I start talking, he start talking too. And I say shut up 5,500 times, and he ain't shut up yet. Y'all see he's still talking? It's okay.
A grown man don't get to speak on what he feels, but it's whatever. I'm disrespectful for trying to voice an opinion. And like I said, I was tired. That's all it was. I would have cut the grass.
So you been tired for 3 days?
If I have the 8 hours,
the door open.
One of them taken from one the time I wake up to midday, and the other one from 1 to like 9.
None of your shifts is more than 8 hours.
What do you mean the past?
None of your, how old you is? You 20 years old.
Right.
I did my best. Take who where they want to go. These kids don't understand how they got it until it's gone.
She's one of those.
I know people say that all the time.
She's one of those.
I don't care what me and Reacher got going on. I never disrespect her, especially not on no live.
And again,
he don't think that's disrespect because he's talking back. And I keep trying to explain you.
There's a difference between talking back and trying to have a conversation. Bro.
Exactly. Just like what he said right there. There's a difference between talking back and having a conversation. But she thinks because I'm the adult and he's the child, while the whole time calling the child a grown-ass man, she thinks that a child shouldn't say that. You're just supposed to sit back and take it, bro. No, man. Not at all. No.
When I first started talking, Brendan, I said, in quote,
this is the first time you've ever done that, by the way.
Let me say my piece, and then I'm gonna let you say your piece, and then we're gonna see what. This is what I said when I first got on here.
I got a question. When have you ever done this? When have you ever had a conversation with me? Ever? You've never done. The only time you wanna let me say my piece and say your piece is when you go on the internet. But that's the first time you've ever.
I've never got on the internet
since we've ever argued at all. You ever let me talk? Say you was gonna let me talk and say my piece without tripping, because when the camera's not on, you don't do it. So.
This is the first time I ever got on live. So what do you mean? Like
they do it for the internet.
I know people right now is shocked as hell to even see me on here doing this. So what are you talking about? I don't get on social media and do this.
I don't believe that, because I could have swore I just did a video with this same woman. I do not know if it's the same woman. I'm gonna show y'all footage of a video I just did a couple weeks ago. I wasn't gonna say nothing because I don't know if this is the same woman, but I'll be damned if it don't look like her. Let me play the clip real quick.
Are you sure? We sure?
Did she just show her coup de cata? She did show her coup de cata.
I just came to tell y'all that I'm okay, but can y'all please stop sharing that video with my private parts? I am dearly fucking sorry.
And I made this video 3 weeks ago, and in that video, she got mad at her boyfriend, decided to flash her private parts to the internet, and her boyfriend slapped the shit out of her. Let me put the side-by-side picture up. Does this look like the same woman? I'm thinking it's the same woman. And in this video that I did a few weeks ago, I found out that woman was in Houston. And in this video, she's going to say, if she hadn't said it already, that her son was hanging in Polk County, in which I Googled Texas, and Texas does have a Polk County. So I'm thinking it's the same chick. So who knows if this is really real or is she putting content out there just hoping to go viral? Y'all tell me, because this is the same woman from that video. The dude in that video that was messing with her was talking about how she always oversharing online.
I'm not looking for nobody to take my side. Half of these people out here don't even like me and don't even fuck with me. But I just got on here for them to say, give me y'all opinion. I don't care who looking. I don't care if you do like me, if you don't like me. If I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong. If I'm not, then tell me I'm not. That's all I ask. I know I'm not wrong. I know I'm not wrong. I live in a home that I pay for, that I purchased, that I pay for. I have children, 3 boys. I asked my oldest son to cut the grass 3 days ago, and he said he was tired. And in those 3 days, my yard kind of big. So in those 3 days, I worked 16 hours. He said 8, but it don't be 8. It be like 6, 7. But okay. Within those 3 days that I asked him to cut the grass, I have came home in 2 days and I worked 16 hours, and he worked 8. And I cut the front yard the other day, and then this morning, in between my shifts, I came and cut some more on my front yard. Still got the side to cut in the back. Thinking he was gonna come out there, because I texted him this morning and say, hey, Brenda, cut the grass today. That means before you get ready to go to work. That's what that means. When I get there, nothing. So I started cutting it again, thinking he gonna come out there and do it. Nope, did not do it. So now we're in the car. I'm finna take him to work like I always do. I'm not obligated to take this man to work. That's not my job, but he think it is. He said it is or whatever.
She's not obligated, I agree.
Take you to work.
I used to get my ass busted when I was that age.
Why is me and you always arguing about cleaning up? I have a pet peeve for cleaning up, y'all, whatever. I get in hiatus by cleaning. I do.
She get what? What did she say?
A pet peeve for cleaning up, y'all, whatever. I get in hiatus by cleaning.
What the fuck is hiatus?
I do.
Do you mean hives?
I don't like nasty shit. I'm sorry. I don't. I want my grass cut my grass. I want my trash took out, take my trash out.
Hiatus?
I want the dishes, I don't like dishes in my sink. So ain't no dishes finna be sitting overnight to tomorrow. None of that.
Quick story time with Coop. When I graduated high school, I started working full time. When I was 19 years old, lived at home with my mom, I worked full time at a plant. Unlike him, I was working full time already when I was 19. I worked from 5 a.m. to 3:30 in the afternoon, Monday through Friday. So it's that's 50 plus hours a week. I got paid weekly. And on this particular Friday, came home, cashed my check, left my mother some money on the table to help pay with some bills. And then it's Friday. I'm 19. I went out with the boys. So go out, party, come home, I'm drunk, high, I'm smoking weed and stuff. Go to my room and go to sleep. Before I can even pass out, my mom comes barging into my room. And my mother, oh, by the way, I grew up in an extremely religious household, so me coming home drunk and high, and my mother having a problem with that is definitely an understatement. And my mother walked in the room and said, "You need to leave. If you grown enough to be drunk and high in my house, you need to get out." And she said I had to get out that moment. Mind you, it was 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. So in my little mind, I'm devastated. Like, what is going on here? Why do I have to leave right now? But then my mother said something. She said, not only are you drunk and high and hanging out late, you also got paid today and you didn't leave me any money. And then I said to my mother, I said, what are you talking about? I left you an envelope on the table with a few $100s in there like I always do. What are you talking about? And my mother stopped mid-conversation, left my room, went to the other room, found the envelope that had the money in it, came back and told me, oh, well, you don't have to leave right this moment. I left the money on the table. She must have just missed it earlier, went looking for it and couldn't find it. But my whole point is that moment she said that, I was 19 years old and I knew in my mind, oh, it's time for me to leave the house. It's time for me to get out on my own because, and not saying I was paying as much money as my mother was paying, as far as bills, but I was kicking in a fair amount of money. And I thought, well, if she did this once, threatened to kick me out when she got upset about something, she could threaten to do it again. And within 1 week of that happening, I moved out of my mother's house. I moved in with my father for a few months. Then after that, I moved in with my aunt for a few months. Then after that, I joined the United States Air Force. By that age, I was 20. Left my aunt's home and I never came back. And I've never been back. And I never will be back to my parents' house. No need. We good over here. The whole point of me telling that story is for people in that young man's situation. Sometimes life will just give you that push, or sometimes you'll just have that sign that it's time to go. And I think this right here, his mother recording this and putting it online and attempting to embarrass him, this is the moment that he might need to realize, okay, it's time for me to go. Sink or swim. And he seems like a decent enough young man. He's not out here in the streets. I think he'll more than likely succeed. But to the woman, I just think this is attention-seeking behavior. If you really have these issues, you don't need to run online with it. And I also think it's a lack of discipline as far as your parenting. And the bigger thing that I said at the beginning of the video, where's his dad at? This shouldn't even be a space for a woman to be having with her son. This should be his dad. But she said in the video, she didn't even know where his dad was at. But you guys let me know what you think in the comments. You better squad. Fall out.